Oh, what's up, everybody?
Well, the top side streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake so Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball. We got legs and a guy in a bear suit. We're making money up YouTube clips, big ticket flips. We got potential to grow. AFC's in the NBA. What else can I say? You gotta get in the know. Even Washington's inside game, live talking flag. Why are you selling so low? Those Canadian bacon and friends, fun never ends. Come on and get on the show. This is the financial advice.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Morning Marketplace. I sound like Garbaggio today. We're, I don't know, how a couple shows in. I was back to hosting my weekly show, my little trivs last night, and the mic went out with about, I don't know, 25 minutes left, and we overextended. We overextended the vocals, but we're here. We're here. No days off except for Friday. Who do we got in the stream? We got Jay Blaze here. Fortune Main in the house. Go back and check out Watch Your Work last night. They had a fun show talking about the W playoffs and also the MGLE drop. They had some good takes around that. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that at the end, just the drop itself. At the end of the show, David's here, Devlar, Jump Shoot, Brent's here, Borland, Jay Blaze, already said he Joker Rock, Stubbs, Breakfast Cereals. Also, maybe you should throw this into the chat. JT Collections, the Rad Dad, 90s Fan, Airplane Mode, Rowdy Rod, JJL, Homies is here, JP in the chat. Hey, shout out JP and Steady Breaks who put together a little pack rip stream last night. I think those things are fire. I'm glad. I know it wasn't like lined up with a Q drop, essentially like you guys done in the past, but like love that existed. So shout you guys out. Thomas Welch, Blaze, Brovendale, BD, Regulator, Rocket, Roll, Chewy, Daniel, Norman, Raff to the house, Ryan's in the house, Coach Hamburger, Snoopaloop, Will, Damon, Ferrico. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Stephon St. Pierre, the Zavala, DJ Local, Billy, Jackson, Flying Illini, Travis Daniels, Big Ticket F&Digo, Garrett, Andrew Ward, Pokelots, John Dub, Sandra, Roy Raff, I already said you, Jay, Joseph, Coach Finstock, Superliminal, Fernandez. Everybody's here. Like the stream, subscribe to Team Hold, and also put hashtag like the stream into the chat, and then we'll give away something towards the end of the show. All right, here we go. Thanks to everybody who's here early. We're going to talk some breakout players. Potential breakout players for the upcoming NBA season. I wanted to do this yesterday, actually, but excited to dive into it today now that there was a little less chaos, even though Team Hold did create some NFL all-day chaos, but then we took it down. Lots happened. But just some content. Reminder, we at noon we'll be back. Our man Jess is going to come on. We're going to talk some NFL all day stuff. We're going to have some fun with it. We're going to have a good time. All right, let's dive in. So this is what I wanted to do. I created just my own personal list of like 10 potential breakout candidates for the NBA year. There's a lot of different caveats. We'll have an honorable mention or two, and we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun with that. And I definitely want your takes as we dive into it as well. So please, like, let me know if you agree, if you disagree, if you think it's garbage, all of this stuff. Like, let me know. I'm sure you'll have a bunch of takes. You probably say mine is trash, but I'm excited for that. Also, that was me vamping because I needed to do something. Look at me multitasking. We are getting after it this morning. Okay, let's go. Also, hey, none of this is financial advice. I'm not saying any of these things are going to moon. This is just kind of how I'm approaching some stuff. Stan says better not see MPJ on this list. Stan, you know what, dude? It pained me not to put him on there. It really did. I really wanted to. but I learned my lesson. All right, let's get started. So the first one, and what we'll do is we'll poke around Top Shot as we go over some of these players. But where we're going to start, let's start with there's a couple people I'm not going to talk about. So if you are a rookie or going into your second year, and we're already well aware of your prowess, how good you are, we're not gonna like so Jalen Green, Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, Franz Wagner, who Scotty Barnes. I'm not gonna include any of those. Okay, I'm not gonna include any of those. I think we all think they're going to take another step this year. I don't see them stepping back. But I felt like I feel like we all know that, right? They're all priced probably appropriately. Maybe not. Who knows? Some of these are going to be more obvious than others. So, anyways, taking those right off the bat right now, I'm not including those. I'm going to start. I know I said we're going to have, I know I said we were going to have 10, and I got an honorable mention. So essentially this is 11. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to start with a little something, something. Oh, it pains me to do this. I've talked about this person before. I'm just going to throw TJ Warren's name out here. All right. I'm going to throw TJ Warren again. This is honorable mention, not officially on the top 10 list, but this TJ Warren was bubble Michael Jordan for just was owning everybody until they played the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler, but was incredible in the bubble. Then he had a foot injury. And then I think he also was just like, maybe I shouldn't play in Indiana anymore. He's on the Brooklyn Nets now. The Brooklyn Nets are going to need him. I think the Brooklyn Nets are also going to be, I think they're going to be relevant. I think they're going to be good. So I'm just throwing them in there. I'm just saying TJ Warren is someone to pay attention to. I think, right, you roll out that starting five, most likely some version of Claxton, KD, Simmons, Joe Harris, and Kyrie, right? I still think if TJ Warren is healthy, and is like a fifth banana for the Nets team. I don't know. I feel like he's going to get a lot of open looks if he's healthy. So that again, that's TJ Warren. We're starting with him. Let's get him out of the way. I can already see people leaving the stream right now that we're starting with TJ Warren. Just someone I'm going to pay attention to. I'm not going out there and buying anything. Just someone I'm paying attention to. John Dub said this is a breakout, more like a comeback. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's why he's fucking honorable mention, John. All right. You're just mad that he's not a pacer anymore. All right. I'm trying to give some Indiana love, and you're already mad, John. All right, here we go. We're gonna start in San Antonio. I got two guys. They're both 22 years old. We got Keldon Big Body Johnson and Devin Vassell. I was shocked when I saw that Keldon Johnson was 22 years old. The guy's already an Olympic gold medalist. Right. So the Spurs are in a weird spot right now. They lost two of their ball handlers, right? Derek White left midseason to go to Boston. DeJounte Murray is now on the Atlanta Hawks. So there's a lot of usage to go around. We know Trey Jones is another 22-year-old, is going to step probably into the point guard role. I'm sure we'll see a little bit more primo, but I feel like Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell are like the two guys primed to take the biggest jump. I think Keldon Johnson's already good. Jericho says low-key shilling. What are we talking about, Jericho? What are we talking about? I think Keldon Johnson's already considered really good. But I think he's going to just take a big jump. He's going to take a really big jump this year. Devin Vassell, I know everyone in the Discord has already bought Devin Vassell MGLEs. So keep that in mind. But I do think those two guys are in a weird spot or in a good spot, primed to take some jumps. They're going to get a lot of shots off. And one of the reasons I kind of like them, I think the Spurs as constructed right now are bad enough that they're not going to have to bench guys to tank. And because that's something that I've been trying to take into consideration. We learned this lesson in best ball last year with Underdog. But when we come down the stretch and teams are trying to lose, you're going to see like, oh, well, so-and-so is sitting for a tummy ache or something like that. I don't know if we're going to need to see that with Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell. Maybe we do a little bit towards the end, but I just think they're going to be sitting anyways. They're going to be playing anyways because the Spurs are going to have no problem losing. Like when you look around the landscape of the West, there's going to be some other teams trying to tank, and I'm sure we'll see some weird stuff, but the Spurs are like doing just fine losing games on their own. The Jazz will probably be a contender if they continue their fire sale, right? If we see Boyan move and Donovan eventually move. With Donovan, we get some weird stuff we can talk about. But the Spurs are going to be in prime position. So I think Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson are also people that no one gives a shit about on Top Shot at this point, or I don't know how aware they are. So let's take a look at Let's start with Keldon Johnson because I'm actually more excited for Keldon Johnson than I am Devin Vassell. I think he's already a primetime player. So his Top Shot debut is we can see only 3 moments have been burned. So this is out of 11,997. We've got 332 of his Series 2 rare moment throwdown. So there we go. We've got that. We've got he was squad goals out of 355. And then we got a Rising Star 88. He's got a Hollow 575. Some $3 stuff. Again, none of this is financial advice. I'm not saying go buy it. He doesn't have a ton of moments on the site. I'm just a big fan. I'm a big fan of Keldon Johnson. Trey Jones is your breakout star for the Spurs. I like Trey Jones. I do. But I think Trey Jones is going to be more of like his brother Tyus Jones in the sense that, I think he'll have good games, but it's going to be like 8 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, stuff like that. Slow day if we're talking about the Spurs. Hey, listen, we're starting early with this. Come on, Jay Buss. Come on, Jay Buss. So anyways, I like Keldon Johnson quite a bit. Let's move over to Devin Vassell, who I know his MGLE is team hold staple right now. But here we go. We've got where's his debut? I'm more interested in looking at the common debuts here. So it's a 4K rookie moment from Series 2, $49 low ask. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. All right, so those are our first 2. We're going to stay. Keldon is like DeJounte was last year. I hope so. We're going to stay with shit teams. That's actually going to be a theme of a lot of this, is it's going to be teams who aren't going to be very good. Partially because it's hard to have a breakout candidate on good teams. I mean, I guess it's not that hard, but like there's going to be more playing opportunities for some of these crappy teams. All right, we're going to go over to Indiana for a little bit. Now, the first one's not too hot takey, but our man Tyrese Halliburton, I almost didn't count him since we're already aware. Like, we know Halliburton's good, but he went from we like him because he was a rookie and was into NBA Top Shot to then when he got traded to Indiana was averaging 18 and 10 over like the 20 game span that he had. He's going to be the focal point of the offense. He's going to be asked to do a lot more. And then again, I kind of think Indiana's going to be in tank season. And if that's true, maybe we see Miles Turner and Buddy Hield move at some point, which means they're going to continue to lose without having to bench him, which I kind of like that. I kind of like that about Halliburton. But I do think Halliburton's really good. It's weird. I've been hearing this on podcasts where there's almost been like revisionist history on the Sabonis deal for Halliburton. And I'm sorry. And you guys know I love Sabonis, but I still think Halliburton was someone that you should be holding on to. So let's go. We'll take a look at Hallie right here. He's got his the Series 3 Rising Stars, whatever. His 40K moment, whatever. Here we go. We got fresh threads. I don't really care about that too much. His Top Shot debut actually staying at 138. I was wondering if that was going to be a little bit lower. I haven't looked too much at it. But anyways, yeah, I kind of like I do like Hallie here. I do like Hallie. I feel like we are aware of him, but I think people forget like he's still pretty young. I feel like he's got a lot of room to grow, and he was in a weird situation in Sacramento where there's a lot of guards. How does Duarte impact Hallie's ceiling? I don't think it. Honestly, I'm not super high on Duarte. I think he's a fine shooter, but it's kind of like I feel like Duarte's ceiling is Buddy. I don't know. I should probably look into that more before I make a take like that. But I don't think like Duarte's someone. I'd be more concerned about Benedict Mathurin, who the new rookie, than I am about Duarte. I feel like Duarte's just a shooter. And I think, and Hallie can do a little bit of everything, right? He plays defense, he can facilitate, he can score. He's going to be a stat stuffer, if you will. So I think Hallie's got a way higher ceiling. If anything, Halliburton's probably going to make guys like Duarte a little bit better. I do think Duarte, like if they do move off of Buddy and Miles and they really lean into like losing games, I do think Duarte's probably going to get a lot more opportunities. O'Shea Brissett could be starting. Opportunity to break out is there. Sure. Brissett's fine. I'm not doing that. That's not me. Let's stay in Indiana. Look at people already calling it. Next one is Jalen Smith, isn't it? This is what I said. I think both of these guys could be breakouts, but I think either, I guess, or Jalen Smith or Isaiah Jackson. I think this take is a little bit better if Miles Turner leaves. If Miles Turner's still there, it kind of limits the upside to probably just one of those guys. Jackson is only 20. He was a first-round pick out of Kentucky. He didn't do anything. Like, he had a couple of high ceiling games. He was a foul trouble machine at times. But I do think, again, if Turner moves, Isaiah Jackson gets a little bit more run, but also Jalen Smith. Now, Jalen Smith is in like weird, right? So he was drafted pretty high out of the Suns. People made fun of that pick a little bit. Then he didn't really get an opportunity with the Suns, that partially because of Ayton, I guess. So they move off him. They're just weird stuff. But I would just argue there's weird energy in Phoenix anyways. So maybe we shouldn't be putting this all on Jalen Smith. But Jalen Smith has had some like ceiling games. It's going to be his first full year with this new team. He's 22 years old. He's going to get a lot of run. I feel like he's got some upside. Goga forever getting no love. No, Goga is like a poor man's Boban. I'm out. So let's go. Let's look at those two guys. Let's look at Jalen and Isaiah Jackson. Let's look at Isaiah Jackson first. He's only got one moment. It's a Top Shot debut. It's out of 12K. It's also his rookie badge and stuff. So that's an $8 moment. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're playing like the Flash Challenge game, I kind of like that. Everybody really wants me to mention Brissett more. That's like the third or fourth mention of Brissett. I'm fine with Brissett, but he didn't make my list. All right. Let's go to Jalen Smith. He's got a few more moments to play with. Oh no, I'm sorry. He's only got one other moment. That Top Shot debut at 116. He'll get a Pacers moment, so we could probably chill with it. But I like it. I like these two guys. I feel like one of them has a shot at really popping this year. I don't know if both of them do. But again, if Turner gets moved, they're both going to get some run. And again, the Pacers are not going to be winning games. So if Miles Turner is making them better, Miles Turner will not be playing. So I don't know. I like both of these guys as potential breakouts right there. That 4K is also a team bottleneck for Series 2 for the Suns. That is true. Jalen has better eyewear. Also, too, I do love the goggles. Little throwback to some Horace Grant, right? I am into that. Yeah, we've got a 4 badge and a 3 badge. Yeah, I like both of these. I like both of these guys. And I like that. I mean, the Jalen Smith one is propped up a little bit more. It probably has some security because it's the Series 2 bottleneck. So it probably has a little bit more room to run if it does pop. Isaiah Jackson, a little bit less of a gamble, right? You're just risking $8 there for a shot at something, for a shot at it, him taking off. So I kind of like it. I like both of these calls in Indiana. Again, I got to continue to stress, though, that like these teams are going to be going out of their way to lose games. So we got to keep that in mind. Also, we're getting weird sun stuff today in here. I feel like whatever. All right, who else? We've talked so far about some real sex appeal in San Antonio and Indiana, but now it's time. Now it is time for the Şengün. Şengün from Houston, right? So Christian Wood now on Dallas. Şengün, they've cleared the way. For him to be the starting 5. He's got some defensive help with the first-round pick, Jabari Smith. I think he's just going to be an offensive machine. This year. Şengün just turned 20. Sure, like he leaves a lot to be desired on the defensive end, but so does that entire Houston team. I think what's kind of fun about Şengün too, similar to some of the other picks that we've had, I don't think like Şengün playing well, I don't think directly impacts Houston's ceiling. Like I feel like Houston's going to be a lot of fun this year. They're going to lose a lot of fun games, but I don't think they're going to win a lot of games. So I'm not too worried about Şengün like getting benched down the stretch. I feel like those young guys are going to play a ton. So I'm into it. Yeah, he's being a beast right now in Euro. And his offensive game is fire. It really is. So, in like the short minutes that he was playing, I think he was averaging like 9 and 5. And again, he wasn't playing a ton. Borland asked if Şengün can stay on the court. I think so, just because of the Jabari Smith addition. I think the Jabari Smith addition is going to really impact Şengün's productivity, because I think he's going to be asked to do a lot less on the defensive end. He's got a little bit of security over there, and Smith can guard a bunch of different people. But I think that is a good question, though. Yeah, and Tari Eason as well, the other first-round pick. Good call, who's also a defensive monster. But if Şengün can play, I mean, he's got like, I don't know, 14, 10, and 5 in him, right? I think like he's a great passer down low. He's going to have the likes of like Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green running around. I'm huge on Şengün. I like him a lot. I feel like that's like a sneaky play. Also, look at Badavine in here saying tomorrow around this time we'll be watching Luka live. Hell yeah, Badavine. Yeah, excited for Euros. That's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go over. We'll take a look at what Şengün's cooking with. I know he's got a debut, and he also has an MGLE. Is that it? Or does he have a Rising Star as well? So he's got a debut, an MGLE, and the fandom moment as well. So there you go. There's your Şengün love all around. So 72 for that debut. That feels kind of safe. Although I will say, as new rookies roll out, we've seen this happen time and time again. As like the new series of rookies roll out, we start seeing last year's rookies come down a little bit. Part of that, I guess we should reevaluate. Like, did that have more to do with like the entire market depreciating a bit? But I mean, we saw like the Anthony Edwards, the LaMelos were at such a height and then came down. So maybe, I think it's pretty safe at 70 in that 70 range. But I think there's probably also no shame in like waiting until, late October, early November to grab one. No pass first guards with Houston might hurt him. Regulator, you know what? I think that's a misnomer on Kevin Porter Jr. I feel like Kevin Porter Jr. moves the ball. I think Kevin Porter Jr. has, like, if you look at what he did the second half of the season, it was a lot less of him chucking. And the only reason I know that is because I had a lot of them in fantasy. And I was like, why doesn't Kevin Porter Jr. shoot anymore? Sorry, I forgot about the Rising Star moment here at $6. That one is out of 17,500. And that's sitting at $6 with some rookie badges, right? So you get some all different kinds of entryways into Şengün. You get them at 6, you get them at 26. This min counts out of 2,200. This one out of 4K is 72, and then the rare out of 749 is only 99. So it's a little bit more. But anyways, like the Şengün call. I think Houston's going to be a lot of fun. That originally OKC was going to be my league pass team. That Poku heavy. The Chet Holmgren injury hurt them a little bit, and as far as their sex appeal, I think the Rockets are going to take the cake for me in league pass team for like shitty league pass team. Sorry. All right, let's keep diving. All right, this next one you probably think is cheating, but I'm going with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and I think people are more aware of SGA. But I think if you look at the Top Shot marketplace, that's not true. I don't think he's valued in the way that he should be valued. So SGA, there's also, we got to throw in there that the Thunder might decide they need to lose so bad that they're like, SGA, we'll see you later. Because SGA, I think people also think he's been in the league for like ever and is like 27. He just turned 24, like turned 24 this week or last week or whatever. It's about to be his 5th year in the league. In his first 4 years, he went from averaging 19 points a game, 10 points to 19 to 23, and then just under 25 last year. He's got a true point guard in Giddey. The Holmgren injury sucks because I think that team would have been a lot more fun, but I do think his usage goes up even more. I mean, it feels like he. Oh yeah, there we go. So here we go. SGA was already good, man. Yeah, I know SGA was already good, but like let's look at his moments on the site because I don't think people realize that. And I think SGA has a chance to average 30 this year and like make an all-star team. So that's, to me, that's considered breakout limbs. So come at me, bro. So here we go. Let's look at SGA. What happened? Why did that go away? Let me look at this one more time. All right. So SGA, we got a 40K at $3. We got his cool cat at $8. Fandom at 15. Another $4 out of 9,999. But here we go. Top Shot debut at 260. He's got a rare Series 3 at 179. He's got a legendary that's sub 1K, and that is from Series 3 as well. So really, to me, the Top Shot debut is the one that stands out a little bit as something that could be a little sneaky. He's got an MGLE right there. I just think SJ needs to be the primary ball handler. OKC has too many of them. They have 2 of them. Who's the other one? Who's the other one that you're nervous about right now? It's SGA and Giddey. I think having Giddey is actually going to make SGA a little bit better. I think SGA is going to turn into, I think we'll see less assists from him. Like, I think he averages like 6. He has been averaging 6 assists. I think we're going to see SGA more of a, I think we're going to see his 3-point shooting percentage go up. And I think he's going to average 30. I think he's going to average 30. Love fellow Canadian SGA, but OKC tanking again after Chet's injury. I think even with Chet's injury, though, They're going to have to like really go out of their way to tank. But I could see, man, I could see SGA getting traded too. I mean, I hope he doesn't because I really wanted yeah, how do you ignore the greatness of Ty Jerome? I actually saw it was like a TikTok of Ty Jerome playing in a game and he hit something like 10 or 11 threes or something wild. Anyways, I really like SGA in general. I think he had like a weird season last year where he had an injury and then they just kind of rested him there towards the end. But I don't think they can rest him again, dude. The dude is like, I don't think you can. He's in his 5th year now. At some point, if they start tanking again and that causes like more SGA playing time, he's just gonna be like, "Get me out of here, get me out of here. I'm good." SGA is gonna want to play. So I don't think they're gonna do it. All right, guys, I've said this so many times. Don't worry, Roy. It's still going to be considered a rookie moment. His debut is still going to be a rookie, right? Because he's not playing in any games. So next year will be his rookie season. Same thing with like Ben Simmons, Blake Griffin. Did they both win rookie of the year or just Ben Simmons, right? So he's still going to be considered a rookie. So when he gets that moment next year, it'll still be his rookie moment. So don't even worry about that. But yeah, anyways, I like SGA. Big on SGA. I'm having fun with him. All right, let's keep moving. All right, we got 3 left, I think. 3 left on my list. This one, I don't know. I actually am hesitant on this one only because I don't know. I'm curious on your feedback here. So this is the only guy on one of 2 guys on a good team. Big Robert Williams. The dude's 24. He's coming off his most productive season of the year. His minutes have gone from like 8, 18, and then he averaged 29 minutes a game. If he stays healthy, I'm sure we get 30 minutes, 30 plus minutes of him. I'm sure they saw how impactful he was on the defensive end in the playoffs. He was like clearly their 3rd best player out there at times. I'm sure they try to rest Al a little bit more. I don't know. I feel like Robert Williams was going from like 7 points, 7 points and like 6 rebounds. I could see Robert Williams going like averaging 10, 12 and like 3 blocks a game, right? I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Is the Robert Williams take wild? I kind of like it. Let's pull up I'll pull up his moments here in a second, but I just think they're going to be on a good team. The Celtics are playing something like 37 nationally televised games, right? So they're going to be all over there. I could see like Time Lord. We the people said needs to be used more in the pick and roll. I could see that, right? I could see that happening. So let's look at Time Lord because he's got Brogdon now working with him. I think a full year is Smart as the point guard, and Smart showed a little more pick and roll action there in the playoffs. I'm hoping Tatum is working on his facilitation and dribbling, both of them. Please God, just learn to dribble. But here we go. So Robert Williams is a $3 moment here. That's out of $60K, a $4 out of $12K from the playoffs. His fandoms at his squad goals at 160, throwdown at 82. That Top Shot debut is at $11. $11. So yeah, a lot of people are saying this right here. Time Lord needs to stay healthy. As long as Time Lord stays healthy, he will break out. Like I feel I like Time Lord too. Hope he's been working on his defense because Steph was cooking him in the finals. So Steph was cooking everybody in the finals. That's like saying, man, he needs to be better at defense because Giannis. Like, I think if you get cooked by Luka, Giannis, Steph, who am I missing? Couple more. It's okay. Like that's forgivable. That's fine. But there's a lot of blowback to to Marcus Smart being Defensive Player of the Year. People are like still talking about that. I think Time Lord's going to be if healthy, is going to be in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation like the entire year. I think it swings back the other way, and Rudy probably wins this year. It's going to be the combination of like he's not on the Jazz, so people are just going to be happy Rudy's not on the Jazz. Rudy's probably going to be a little bit happier. He's going to be on a good team. I think Rudy probably wins Defensive Player of the Year this year, which isn't even a hot take. But I really like Time Lord this year to just at least be in the conversation. I think he's going to be more in the spotlight. Again, the Celtics playing a shit ton I think they're playing the most, maybe behind the Warriors. I can't remember, but they're playing so many nationally televised games. So I think we're going to get a little bit more Time Lord love. The caveat of this is like, people never care about centers on Top Shot, so that's something to pay attention to. But I kind of like, I don't know what challenges are going to look like, but he's got a couple of cheap rares in there. And that debut is now $11. I don't know. 10 of them have been burned, so it's at 11,990. Keep that in mind. Rob was also playing on a surgically repaired knee. Yeah, which is like impressive, but also terrifying because he's going to get hurt. Lim says Rudy won't need to do as much defensively in Minnesota. He's really only covering up D'Lo there. And Cat. B. Foster says shows like this are not good for my dapper good list so far. There we go. So there's been no terrible takes, right? I think so far what we've learned from my list is that I maybe shouldn't have included SGA because people already know about him. And who was the other one that people got mad about? Oh no, that I didn't include Trey Jones and I didn't include Brissett. But other than that, people are feeling good. All right, this next one. I think we're now at the point where like people, I've got one that people are going to push back on. I actually think the next two people are going to push back on. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this one, especially to hear the take from somebody in the chat like B. Foster.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
For those that follow Patrick Carrain, and you should because he's a fantasy football and apparent like God, but also an incredible acoustic guitarist. This is my Rojo. This is my Ronald Jones. The Skeets take. He had this take, the same take on Tandy's show. Wait, which one? He had the same one about PJ Washington. Is that right? Or are we talking about somebody else? Jordan says Jordan Wire should show up on this list. He's not going to. I'm telling you that right now. Wait, Mike, tell me what was the Skeets take? I missed that one. Oh wow, PJ. All right. So the PJ one I went back and forth on, and I wasn't sure to put this on here. Honored to have a similar take as Skeets, though. I'll take it. I was a little hesitant to put this on, but with Bridges, allegedly, probably in prison, right? So with Bridges not playing too much basketball, PJ is going to either do this, right? He's either going to start at the 4. I think he will start at the 4, and then he's probably going to play some backup 5 as well. I also like PJ was playing pretty well the back half of the year, and he was in all these trade rumors throughout. And like he shot almost 37% from 3 last year, too. So I think he's going to, not only is he going to play well with Charlotte, but I kind of think Charlotte's going to suck this year. And so I think leading up to the trade deadline, PJ might be in a lot of rumors. Yeah, Foster says, I like it, but man, just hate my Hornets this year. Stuck in no man's land and not a fan of Clifford. The big red dog? I know, Steve Clifford. But I think like, and I'm not sure, like Mike Weisberg probably would have a better idea. Like, I don't know what his contract situation is. I know he was in a lot of rumors late. And I just feel like PJ might, like, depending on how the Hornets are doing, he could, sniff around into some trade rumors. So I kind of like PJ. And even if he stays there, I think he's going to put up some numbers. I think he's going to put up some pretty impressive numbers this year. So let's go look at PJ. We've been sweating Washington for quite some time now. All right, here we go. So he's got a $2. There we go. Trade tickets, says then. Here we go. He's got an MGLE that I actually owned and then sent over to I sent it over to Ryan B. Slides for the fantasy football contest. So that's what I wagered. Here we go. His debut's at $35. Series 1 for all the badges, $35. That is too cheap. His rookie debut is at $295. He's got an MGLE for Series 1 moment at $180. I don't know. I feel like it's a relatively safe bet here on PJ. Again, none of this is financial advice, but I don't know. Does anybody hate this take? Still Donovan Mitchell rumors floating around for the Hornets after the RJ contract extension. We can talk about that a little bit. I hope, if he's a trade candidate, I don't want PJ getting traded before the season. I want PJ traded like late into the season because I don't want him we don't need him going to Utah. I don't want him to go to Utah. Bad Boy said gifted 2 moments to SGA and Hallie. Dude, thank you so much. Let's remind the people here. We only got 59 entries. You got to like the stream, subscribe to Team Hold, and put hashtag like the stream in there. All right, so we've got 9 takes so far, plus the TJ Warren bit. All right, we've got one more, and then you guys can tell me who I missed, and we'll take a look at some of these. I saw people asking about De'Aaron Fox. I don't think De'Aaron Fox counts Maybe he does. De'Aaron Fox did look a lot more impressive after the trade deadline when Halliburton moved. It seemed like they continued to lose games, but he was getting his stats. So I feel like De'Aaron Fox could be a stat stuffer. Roy says, yo, Dapper NFTs on Instagram are live. Oh, nice. There we go. John, we can talk about John Wall. Let's get to the last one. No one is going to know this last one. I can understand if people push back. But I'm going to take Zeke Naji from the Denver Nuggets. Zeke Naji from the Denver Nuggets. Hear me out. So there was a couple of games where Zeke got a lot of playing time this past year and like kind of showed some range from deep. But here's like the real take on this one. They got rid of DeMarcus Cousins and they got rid of JaMychal Green. And both of those guys were most of their backup big minutes, right? I mean, JaMychal Green was playing like 18 minutes a game, something like that. You know, Boogie would come in and do some stuff. And then they didn't replace, like, I mean, they picked up the spirit of DeAndre Jordan, but I don't really see DeAndre Jordan doing anything. So I kind of like this off the wall throw here. So the Nuggets are going to win 55 plus games. The Nuggets are going to be really good. I think they're going to be a top 3 team in the West. They're going to be talking about them a lot. And in the same way that Bones Highland got a lot of love for playing like, 15 to 17 good minutes a game, who I also think Bones Highland is going to take a jump, but I've talked enough about Bones Highland that I don't really care. But I think Zeke Naji has the same opportunity to do that. He's a big that can fire some threes. Also, yeah, it is like some insurance on Michael Porter Jr. getting hurt, but I still think he's going to be, I think top 3 in the West is a bold claim. Oh, dude, regular season, top 3 team in the West, regular season. I like it. I just think they are built to win 55 plus games. Murray's back. Michael Porter Jr. is back. Dude, the Nuggets starting 5. I know we're going on a tangent right now, but also side note, did Big Body make your list? The first 2 guys I talked about were Big Body and Big Body Johnson and Devin Vassell. But look, the Nuggets starting 5 is Jamal Murray, KCP, and Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic. And then you got Bones Highland, your first guy off the bench. Like they are, I wish they had a little bit more depth back there, but their starting 5 is very good. If they stay healthy, like you could in the regular season, throw me up there against everybody. They shored up their defense with KCP. They got rid of Will Barton, who like Will the Thrill is fun, but Will the Thrill like just kills the offense, right? Kills the offense. I think people forget Jamal Murray is very good, better than Donovan Mitchell, and he's going to be back. And I just think, Bruce Brown off the bench too, which I know we make jokes, but like if he's your 7th guy and he's just coming in there to play defense, I really like the moves they made. Lindsay says the only problem with Zeke is that he needs to play bigger. They need him to play backup power forward center, but he plays more like a small forward, power forward. I think we're going to see him play backup 5 minutes. That's the bet that I'm making, that we see him play backup 5 minutes, because it's not going to be DeAndre Jordan. I'm sorry. DeAndre Jordan's not like, they might do that a couple of times, but give me the Zeke. Give it to me. Also, guys, we're on number 10. We're on number 10. You're going to get a weird one. Okay. Stan right now is just mad because he's like,
What about $20 million a year, Duncan Robinson?
all right, let's look at Zeke on Top Shot. I know no one's even paying attention to Zeke, but I don't care. I like it. You got to have takes, baby. You got to have takes. All right, Zeke Naji, 1 moment, $9 Top Shot debut. Let's go. I kind of like, this was high to low. We missed it. It wasn't really high to low, but I definitely need another one. I definitely needed a 10th one, and I was having. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, this is Zavala. I'm sorry. Are you on DeAndre Jordan Island right now? You think DeAndre Jordan is going to be doing some meaningful shit? DeAndre Jordan single-handedly is the reason the Brooklyn Nets haven't won a championship. No way. I think DeAndre Jordan, I think he comes in there and plays like 4 minutes a game. Oh my God. I can't believe the DeAndre Jordan, this is Zavala Bala. That's wild, Zavala Bala. I respect you, Zavala, but that is, I did not expect that. I thought that was like, if anything, I thought that was going to help. Is Dwight Howard on the Nuggets? What are we talking about? Tell me why he keeps getting signed. I'm going to assume that DeAndre Jordan is the Black Scalabrini. And what I mean by that is that he is a great locker room guy. That's what I'm going to say. I just think everybody loves him. Everybody wants to hang out with him. And that's how Scalabrini made millions and millions of dollars for being a good hang. And I think that is what DeAndre Jordan is doing right now. Yeah, it's also, do we clip that? Do we clip that? I think was that a cancelable thing? I think we're fine. Yeah, big vibes, guys. Nug Life said I was gonna drop Zeke in here if you didn't say it. Let's go. Also, I don't know. Is he Black Scal or is Scalabrini white DeAndre Jordan? White Jordan. White Jordan is. Oh man. Yeah, I agree. I agree though that's expensive for good vibes. Dude, you can't put a price tag on vibes. Although we do. It's $2.99 or to be a VIP in here. But anyways, I really like the Nuggets this year. I mean, I like the Nuggets every year. I know I'm biased, but I'm telling you, I think that team is solid. I'm not saying they're going to win a chip. I'm not even saying they're going to the Western Conference Finals, but I think that when you look at the West, right? I mean, the Warriors are awesome. The Warriors are going to be great still, but I also don't think the Warriors are going to be out there being like, I need to win 70 games. They've already shown they're like, hey, make us the 3 seed, make us the 9 seed, we'll win a chip. Who cares? I'm not right. So that's the Warriors. The Clippers, I think, are interesting. The Clippers might be like our number 1 seed. I'm a little nervous about the Clippers. Granted, we haven't seen Kawhi and Paul George successfully be able to stay healthy and play together for a while. So whatever. We got to take that into consideration. But let's just say Clippers, I'll give the Clippers the number 1 seed. Timberwolves are going to win a ton of regular season games. I'm sorry, I'm not ready to vault them into the top 3, but I do think they're in contention right there. The Warriors, we've already talked about. The Mavericks aren't going to do it. The Mavericks aren't going to get their way up there. Who else? Why am I blanking on this right now? Why am I blanking on good Western Conference teams? I'm not Blazers. Yeah, no, Blazers aren't. I mean, the Blazers are going to be better this year, better than the Lakers, but I don't think they're going to it's not like they're going to contend with the Nuggets. The Jazz, who were, up there for so long, they're going to be garbage. The Suns, I don't know. Maybe this is too reactionary. I'm taking a step back on the Suns. I think the Suns are going to be really good, but I think the Suns also have learned from this past season, similar to the Warriors. They're like, it's no use to them to win 65 games. They need Chris Paul. They need Chris, I'm older than Mike Zakari and Paul, to be in great shape. And again, I'm not saying the Suns are taking a step back like they're going to be bad. I'm just saying I don't think they're going to be this like regular season juggernaut that they were this past year. Also, we want to talk vibes. What's the Ayton situation in there? Huh? How is everybody feeling in there? Everybody feel good? How do we feel? How does everybody feel? Yeah, so the Pelicans should be decent. I agree. Decent, but I'm not saying that but I don't think they're going to be as good as the Nuggets. The Nuggets without anyone but Jokic were a 4 seed, right? No. Now I'm forgetting. Were they a 5 seed? Or 6 seed. Now I'm forgetting. But with nobody, it doesn't even matter. The fact that they didn't play, they were the 6 seed. The fact that they didn't play in the play-in game and still had no Jamal Murray, had no Michael Porter Jr. They were playing dudes like Zeke Naji. I just think they're going to be really good. Memphis, I do think is going to be. I think I still like Memphis quite a bit, but I think with no Jaren Jackson Jr. most likely through Christmas, and that's if he. If he does progresses on a good timeline, January maybe, right? So you got no Jaren Jackson Jr., you lost Kyle Anderson, you lost Anthony Melton, you lost key cogs in that machine. So I still think they're going to be awesome. I think throwing a little dollar bill, y'all, on Ja Morant to win MVP is sharp, but I like it. I actually think the Suns making the finals is wow. Roy coming in with takes. No, I'm not saying the Suns are headed to the play-in. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I think the Nuggets are a top 3 team in the West in the regular season. Just bet on the Nuggets. Let's go. Wait, this is not financial advice, though. Nuggets in 22-23 is like Mike Celtics take going into last season, which was fucking right jump shoot. If anything, I didn't bet on the Celtics hard enough. I said they were at the beginning of the season last year. I said the Celtics were going to be the 3 seed. I was wrong. They were the 2 seed. I'm excited to do that show again. Yeah, that Roy take was wild. Roy, I love that. That's good energy. That is good energy to come in with. All right, here we go. B. Foster has it. Warriors, Clips, Memphis, Nuggets, Suns, Mini, Pels, Lakers, Blazers. I like this. I have no problem with this. I think, you know what, though? I will say, so this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Clips, Nuggets, Warriors, Suns, Mini in that order. And then Memphis, and then Pels, Lakers, Blazers. Also, okay, Roy, I'm going to have to put you in timeout. You're wilding, Roy. Devin Booker's really good. Devin Booker is really good. No, he's really good. Oh, wait, was there no Mavs in that? You have no Mavs? Okay, no, this is crazy. The Lakers, Mavs are weird, though, because the Mavs did not get better. They lost Jalen Brunson for nothing. They got Christian, Headcase, Wood. Yeah, that's tough. I don't know. I need to do some more homework before I give my official pick, because I do have the Mavs. In there. You say Kyle Anderson is not a loss, Dan? You were wrong. Ask any Memphis fans. Kyle Anderson is a loss for basketball. He's he's not a loss for like fantasy stuff, but also good reminder. Good reminder. You are a Brissett fan. Keep that in mind. Kawhi still played. It's a good question. Oh my God, why am I blank? The Clippers are such a weird case, right? Because I think Jump Shoot was putting this in the chat quite a bit about John Wall. Like, is John Wall, is he like a breakout player? I'm not including John Wall just because like we've all known that he was really good. But the John Wall conversation is interesting because, yeah, I don't know, man. If he comes in and he's good, all the ceiling on that team goes really high. But he also hasn't played basketball in forever. I thought on thoughts on Patrick Williams for breakout candidate. Yeah, Jay, he was on my list, and then I took him off because he was kind of like that rookie thing. Like, everybody knows Patrick Williams, but I think Patrick Williams. If you're bullish on the Bulls, it's because you think Patrick Williams is going to make a leap this year. I do. I like Patrick Williams a lot. Slow-mo. So yeah, Kyle Anderson's good, guys. He's not fantasy good. He can't be your best player, but he was coming off the bench. He was like your 6th or 7th guy, and he's weird. Like, he can like run point, he can play point forward. So if you think Wall is still Wall, this is like a fun bet right here, guys. If you think Wall is still John Wall, right? Look at his moments on here, because no one likes him. Right? You have his Top Shot debut is at $9. $9 out of 12K. Listen, he's got his rare Series 2 MGLE is 120. He's got a hollow from Series 2 out of 99 at 600. That's it. So there's 6 moments on the site. $9 for a debut. I hope this is where I land on this. I hope Wall is good. I think he was fun, man. He's fun. Like, him in the open court, one of like the best guards to ever watch. I think I'm just going to wait and see, though. But yeah, like, think about how I feel like the Clippers floor is pretty high as long as those guys are healthy. But man, yeah, how do you think Kawhi will bounce back? Dude, imagine trying to figure out where Kawhi's at. I have no idea. I assume he's a robot alien and that he's going to be fine when he comes back. So I don't know. I feel like he still has this. Again, you roll out Kawhi, Paul George, Norman Powell, Robert Covington. Who else am I forgetting? Zubats. You still have Reggie Jackson, who was like really good last year. Reggie was like pretty solid. I don't know. That's going to be a good team. Joseph says, if you think Zion and Luka are anywhere close to similar caliber players, Ingram, CJ, Jonas are better than any player on the Mavs not named Luka. Joseph, I get this take, but I think Luka's, the way that Luka will impact the game is a little bit different than Zion. I think Luka can single-handedly win you basketball games. Zion, like point Zion is fun, but point Zion is not going to be good for you. You know what I mean? That's not like it's fun to watch, but I can't imagine that's good. I think that's a good argument though. I think the Pels could be better than I think the Pels could be better than the Mavs. I don't think that's like a wild take. I think they'll be close. You guys want man hands? I forgot about man hands. We haven't seen that.
Let me see your man hands. Money.
Yeah, money. Shout out Rock and Roll. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where I landed on a lot of that stuff. Hey, let's do last call for our man Bad Boy who sent us a couple of moments we're gonna give away. We've got 86 entries so far. All you gotta do is put hashtag like the stream. You're gonna subscribe, do all the things. Let me see. He sent over an SGA and sent over an SGA. There we go. Out of 999. Look at that serial 46, and then a Hallie right there, 64. Those are low serials, Bad Boy. Those are some low ass serials. Wow, this take is absurd. How dare you, dude? This is similar to Roy's take earlier. This almost timeout. Poor man Sean Kemp. That is not okay. That is not okay. Wow, the disrespect. I'm excited for Zion this year. I am. It's just going to be fun if he's healthy. We need him. Also, a reminder, at noon, we're going to be back to talk some NFL all day. I made a couple of buys yesterday. Let's quickly talk about the WNBA drop yesterday, too. Also, if you have some more fire takes about this upcoming NBA season, fire it in there. The WNBA games are back tonight. Well, I just quickly on the MGLE drop yesterday. So I actually don't think I don't think it not selling out is too much of like a red flag warning or anything like that. I think this type of drop, this is bound to happen, right? When you already have to have the $89 on the platform locked and ready to go while all these other things are happening, it kind of takes out some of the degen energy that a lot of you psychos have, right? Where you're like, oh, drop's happening. Let me jump in the queue real quick, and then I'll make the decision when I get there. So I'm not actually too surprised by that. I think that's probably good feedback for Top Shot. I wonder how they handle it moving forward. But I just don't think people want to lock in the 89. I think we'd see a similar thing on all day with this next drop. I think it would sell out, but I think the numbers would be a little bit lower if like 3 days in advance you had to fire in the 89. I also agree with that. The 89 was too much. I wonder if Top Shot pulls a little NFL all day action where they're like, hey, by the way, here's $20. Also, hey, man of the people, I got you guys $20 yesterday. You see that? I can't really take credit for that. I'm sure the NFL All Day team already had that information ready to go. But how about that, huh? We talk about that for a full hour. We did some weird comparisons. People got mad, and then all of a sudden, out there. Also, can I listen? This is a public service announcement. You nutbags out there. So we shared a link that we had to take down, but we found out that the burning stuff is coming. And I don't think it's coming too soon, but they had built out a platform for it, right? They built out a platform for it. We found it thanks to an unidentified source. We shared it. You morons went out there and started burning moments right away. What are you doing? There was no information on what the burning was going to lead to. It wasn't live yet. And you psychos immediately click and start burning. All I wanted you guys to do is like, holy shit, burning's coming. And you monsters went out there and burned right away. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, unbelievable. But yeah, what a huge dub. What a huge dub getting those 20 back. And it's so funny because you're like, $20 a dapper. They're just making people fire away in the marketplace again. That honestly changes the drop, right? It changes the value of the drop, right? Going from 84 to 64 is a pretty big difference, right? It's a pretty big difference. So I think that's like it moved the needle for me. I think it makes a difference. It also made them like, our man All Day Alex, I'm a fan of. Both sides, everybody needs to chill, y'all. Everybody needs to chill. People were too fiery in his mentions. Leave the man alone. He was just saying he was excited for the drop. But yeah, 64 makes way more sense. People are saying, wait, that actually happened. Yeah, we did. We posted in the Discord. We posted it on Twitter too. But then NFL All Day was like, Mikey, what are you doing? It's not ready yet. And so that was my bad. That was my bad. Tatum Talk says, yes, Mike is back. Tatum Talks, where have you been? I've been back for a little while, man. Where have you been? Did you go on vacay? Yeah, AJ. Yeah, shout out AJ. Big fan of AJ. And also, I hope people understood what my take was yesterday. I was not like fudding NFL All Day at all. Like I'm out there buying. I just thought like the reactions were interesting. Like if Top Shot did something like that, they should have. Side note, the Untold Operation Flagrant Foul. Yeah, I know. I'm excited to take a look at that. I haven't watched that yet. Price pack $30 too high. Everyone angry. Give them $20. Everyone happy. I think. I mean, sure. Premier League started. Been in those streets. There you go. Yeah, Premier League's it's been fun having that back. All day packs have been way too high since the start. Also true, dude. Remember, I'm old enough to remember spending $250 for 4 moments. 4 moments. Ugh. All right, let's spin some wheels. Last call for alcohol. Like the stream, subscribe, hit the hashtag like the stream into the chat. Also, I'm going to drop a link to the Discord. Get up in there. Let me drop the link. And again, just a reminder, we're going to be back. Oh, wait, Mike, let's talk about this. You think people will be surprised at the cost of the Series 4 Top Shot packs? Dude, I totally agree. I think we're going to see like a drastic, I think we're going to see like 10K be the max of serial counts, right? I think the highest common is going to be 10K or something like that. But we're going to be paying $49 for a pack. I think that's what's going to happen. I totally agree. I think because if they're seeing All Day do this, like there's no I think that's what you're saying. I was just talking about that with someone the other day, but I totally agree. Is that what you were saying, or are you going the other way? You think they're going to be like $4? Oh, you said bingo. Yeah, I think they are, and I think this is going to be like the blended pack situation. I think they're going to see the same thing. I think you're going to have a shot at a couple MGLEs or a shot at a throwdown or something like that. But I love this, man. $49 for a pack. Y'all are doing this on All Day right now. You're doing it for $84. But I think it's going to be 10K. I think 10K max for the commons. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 8K. I think we're going to see way less moments. People are saying you'll take the over. Dude, I think it's 10K. But I love it. You morons are like $49 for Top Shot. Are you kidding me? All Day, $84? Yes, King. You think we're going back to blended? Yeah, I do. I think it's gonna be streamlined. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be close to what All Day's doing. I think it is. Do you think they're gonna do 23K because of the year 23 regulator? I see what you're doing, and I hate this. Yeah, that's where I land on this. Janie hates blended. Yeah. But isn't Janie also involved in NFL All Day, so she can't hate blended that much? All right. Let's spin. Spin. All right, here we go. We got 2 giveaways. Shout out Bad Boy. 2 low serial moments. We got an SGA and a Tyrese Halliburton. 2 guys from our top 10. Let's see. Let's do a list. Let's do the winner for the first mom is going to be Pokey Lads. That's our first winner. Jump Shoot says no Bandy today. Nah, he's in the other room. I think he's still sleeping. He was sleepy boy today. And since we gotta board him this weekend, he is gonna be pissed off. All right, here we go. It's time to fire off. So that was for the SGA. This one is for the Tyrese Halliburton. Thanks again, Bad Boy. I always appreciate your generosity with this. So let's go. Who do we have? Chris Willis. Shout out Chris Willis. Big Eagles fan. The new hot take, the Eagles to the Super Bowl. Can we get the Mike character from the Watcher Work? Oh, yeah. He sounded like Nathan Field. What did I say? It sounded like prepubescent Nathan Fielder? Or do you mean when I came home and yelled in the background? Is that what you mean? Raptor News, I did hit up your bro. I think your bro's going to the Notre Dame game this weekend. Notre Dame, Ohio State. I know. Raptor News, do you want Bandy for the weekend? Yeah, we have friends staying with us, staying at our place with their kids for the they're going to the US Open this weekend, and we're going to be out of town. So we're like, oh yeah, go ahead. But they are nervous to have the kids around the dog. So we got to actually board him. He's got to go someone else. Oh yeah, you were mad. No, I was just coming and yelling. I was pissed off. It was raining on my walk home. I hated that yesterday. Also, people, you guys should really check out Watch Your Work. I thought they did a really good job last night. I enjoyed that show. And so shout out Kevin and Kelsey. They also had Kevin ripped his MGLE pack and hit an Ella Deladon, and that was the one that he wanted, which was pretty good. It's the Ohio State, not the Notre Dame game. Oh, God, it's the Ohio State. I always think that's so funny. Like, it's a prestigious institution, but the word that you emphasize is the. Yeah, that's good. It shows you care about your it shows you care about your academia. Yeah, I wasn't indicating that they don't always do a good job. I just thought last night's show was very, very good. But they do always do a good job, so check them out. All right, congrats to your 2 winners. If you won, shoot me a DM either on Twitter or on, I was going to say Instagram. Don't do that. On Twitter or in the Discord. Again, we'll be back at noon with our man Jay Webb to talk a little NFL all day. I'm excited to do that. Show you what I bought. Show you what I'm working with. Thanks for being here while I woke up. The first part of this show, it was really tough for me to get going, but now I feel fire. All right. I feel fire in my belly. Thanks for being here. We'll see y'all in a couple hours. We out.
Well, the top shot streets are